Hi, this is Tina from Cafe Crop. Thanks for joining us today. We're making just a fun floral card, great for spring. Could use it for Easter or other spring celebrations as well, or just any time during the year to send a really cheery hello to a friend. This one in the example is in purple, but you can use any types of colors that you have. Anything springy or that would go with whatever you cut your flowers out of. So here's our measurements as we get started, and I'm just going to leave the main card there for the moment just so you can get an idea. So we're going to start with our regular A2 card base. Move this one over just slightly. We're going to use a yellow layering piece that is the size of the front of the card, and again all the measurements over here. So I've put the first layer and I've mentioned which ones are yellow, but again on this card they're all in purple, so you could get the idea. Then we have our white piece that will layer on top. This is where the purple would be. We have a strip here that we're going to punch. The layering piece, which is any piece of pattern paper, any colors that you have that goes with the rest of your theme. We have a scallop circle that is 3 inches, a white circle that is 2.5 inches, and then we have our tulips and stems as well as a piece of ribbon. And our tulips and stems today are coming from this collection from Jillian Vance Designs. You need to check her out. She's a great gal, young lady who started her company when she was 10. She's just about ready to graduate high school now, as well as finishing a couple years of college all at the same time. So really fantastic set of dies and stamps that she carries and creates. And we're using this tulip here right now with the stems and the flower, and you can cut them out in any colors you want. So the colors I've chosen for this one are the yellow, orange, and purple. So let's go ahead and get started in making our card. So we'll move this all out of the way, and that one for now. And so we've started with our card base, which obviously is white. And I'm just going to take that yellow layering piece and put that down right here on the front of the card. It's just going to match up exactly with the front of the card so that we have a nice set of colors there. Then we're going to take our 2 white pieces, the circle and the layering white piece, and we are going to emboss them. This time we chose just a polka dot embossing folder, so you can use whatever you want. You might want to use a small embossed design, just so it shows a little bit around the edges. But I'm going to take that, which I've already embossed, and layer it right down here, so I just have a nice little bit of yellow showing around the edge. And I'm going to then take my yellow piece that I had, punching it with, we happen to use a scallop punch with the circles in it. You can use whatever one that you like. So I end up with a piece looking like this. I'm going to take that, layer my piece of pattern paper right across this. It's going to go edge to edge. So I want a little bit of color at the top, and I want my border as well showing. So it'll just depend on what border you choose. You may need to adjust this if you have a deeper border and you want to have your color showing. So then I'm going to take my yellow piece and just place it right across here, giving myself a little bit of white showing at the bottom, but I need most of it covered by my yellow circle up here. So we're going to assemble all of this piece before we put it together. I'm going to take my embossed white circle, place it right here in the middle of my scallop circle, and then on my stems here, if I put 3 of these stems together with all of the leaves, it's going to be a little much. And you can see on this one, I'm going to trim off this little part of the stem for here and here, so that I have one going this way without this leaf, and then flip it over and have one going the other way without that inside leaf, but I'll leave the center one. So we're going to go ahead and get those glued down, and they are going to hang, just so that they are going to hang over the edge a little bit. So You don't have to worry about that part. So I'm just using some glue in my fine line glue bottle. I'm gonna put that there. Put a little more little glue on this stem. Kind of just cross it here at the bottom. And put one stem the other direction. So that one's over here. And then I've taken my tulips and I put a little pop dot on the back of them so that each of these I can then just place right at the top of the stems, so you can layer them. You can have one higher than the others. Just give yourself a little bit of play with this. And now I'm going to take this, which again I've placed pop dots on the back of here so that I can have a little bit more lift. You can see, gives you just a nice look on your whole piece. I'm going to place that right here in the center of the front, and then our last thing left to do is to take our piece of ribbon. So this is just a real thin ribbon that we're using. You might need to adjust the size if you're using a different or thicker ribbon. This one only took 9 inches, and yes, the bow was magically pre-tied for me, and I just popped that on with a mini glue dot, and there you go. We have this beautiful spring card that you can use to just cheer a friend up. Thanks for joining us today. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get notifications when we post new videos and other fun cards and projects. And be sure to check us out on Facebook to find out all what's going on here at the store and how you can get involved. Thanks for joining us today.